The command frigate Inevitable Victory drifted silently through the void, its sensors sweeping the darkness for signs of the missing human colony ship. Captain Thorne checked the chronometer again. 23 standard hours since Earth's last transmission. 23 hours of complete silence from humanity's homeworld and every human colony across the galaxy. Still nothing on subspace frequencies, Captain, reported Lieutenant Vale from the communications station. Her fingers danced across the holographic interface, searching for any hint of Earth's sprawling communications network. Thorne frowned. Every species in the Galactic Council had learned to fear humanity's ceaseless chatter. Their news broadcasts, military frequencies, civilian communications, humanity's endless noise pollution had become background radiation throughout known space. Now, that constant stream had simply stopped. Maintain course for Earth system, Thorne ordered, and keep scanning. Something this big doesn't just disappear. 23 hours earlier, every human signal in the galaxy had cut off simultaneously. No distress calls, no emergency beacons, just silence. The bridge fell quiet as the frigate engaged its faster-than-light drives, leaving streaks of blue-shifted stars in its wake. Around the galaxy, other ships were doing the same. The Drakari Sovereignty, the Keth Hegemony, the Orion Collective. Dozens of civilizations all converging on the Sol system, drawn by the unprecedented mystery of humanity's disappearance. Humanity had been the galaxy's newest members, joining the Council just 5 years ago. They were loud, brash, and uncomfortably innovative. Their tendency to push boundaries had made them both admired and feared. Their military doctrine of overwhelming response had become legendary after the Proxima Crisis, when a single human battlecruiser had held off an entire pirate fleet for 6 days until reinforcements arrived. But now, nothing. Commander Torres paced the bridge of the Inevitable Victory as they approached the Sol system's edge. Every system showed green. Every scanner reported normal space. Yet something felt terribly wrong. Dropping to sublight in 3, 2, 1, announced the navigator. The view screen flickered as the ship returned to normal space. Before them lay Earth's star system, apparently unchanged. The outer planets held their familiar orbits. Defense stations dotted strategic points throughout the system. Everything looked exactly as it should except for the absolute silence. Captain, Vale's voice carried a tremor. I'm detecting multiple vessels entering the system. Drakari, Keth, Orion, everyone's here. Maintain position and continue scanning, Torres ordered. Something happened here and I want to know what. The assembled fleet of various galactic powers formed a loose perimeter around the system. For the first time in Council history, potential enemies maintained radio silence, united by a common mystery. What force could silence humanity so completely? Lieutenant Vale suddenly gasped. Captain, energy spike from Earth's surface. Massive power readings emerging from everywhere. On the view screen, Earth began to glow, not with fire or destruction, but with a blue-white radiance that seemed to originate from every major city, every colony, every outpost across the planet's surface. Analysis, Torres demanded. Unknown energy signature, reported the science officer. It's some kind of quantum manipulation on a planetary scale. Captain, the humans, they're doing something we've never seen before. Throughout human space, the same phenomenon manifested. Mars, Luna, the asteroid colonies, the orbital habitats, all began radiating the same mysterious energy. Then humanity spoke, but not with radio waves or hyperspace communications. Every conscious mind in the fleet suddenly heard the message, transmitted directly into their thoughts. We apologize for the concerns our silence has caused. Earth required temporary isolation to implement necessary upgrades to our defensive systems. We thank you for your attention to our affairs. All Earth vessels and colonies are functioning normally. Your presence has been noted. The transmission ended as abruptly as it began. The blue-white energy faded from Earth's surface, replaced by normal spectrum lighting and the familiar cacophony of human communications. Captain, Vale reported shakily. Earth's strategic defense grid it's showing energy levels 50 times higher than before. And their fleet. She paused, rechecking her instruments. According to these readings, every human warship in the system just became significantly more powerful. Torres stared at the view screen where Earth continued its rotation, now bristling with energy signatures that set off proximity alarms across the gathered fleet. "What exactly did the humans just do?" she whispered. A new transmission arrived, this time through standard channels. It was from Admiral Harrison aboard the human battlecruiser Defiant. "To all vessels, we appreciate your concern during our scheduled maintenance. Earth's defensive upgrades are now complete. Please resume normal operations. The Sol system remains open to all Council vessels." The message was polite, even friendly, but the underlying power readings from human space told a different story. Captain Thorne of the Drakari Sovereignty's flagship opened a private channel to Torres. "Your ships need to withdraw immediately. Whatever the humans have done, we must reassess our understanding of their capabilities." Other fleet commanders echoed similar sentiments. Within the hour, the assembled armada began a staged withdrawal from the Sol system, each species recalculated threat assessments and revising diplomatic protocols. 3 days later, during an emergency session of the Galactic Council, the truth emerged. Human Ambassador Jackson explained that humanity had successfully tested quantum entanglement technology on a stellar scale, applying it to defense systems across all human territory simultaneously. The brief silence was necessary to prevent electromagnetic interference during the quantum synchronization process, Jackson stated calmly. "We regret any confusion this may have caused our fellow council members." What the ambassador didn't mention, what every species learned through their intelligence networks, was that humanity had effectively networked every defensive platform, every warship, every military installation across dozens of star systems into a unified whole. Earth hadn't gone quiet out of weakness. It had gone quiet to become unbeatable. In the weeks that followed, diplomatic delegations from every major power visited Earth. Trade agreements were renegotiated. Military alliances were carefully reviewed. The galaxy had learned a fundamental truth about humanity. When they go quiet, it's time to be afraid. For 23 hours, Earth had fallen silent. In that brief span, humanity had transformed from a promising but volatile new species into the most technologically advanced military power in known space. The council chamber buzzed with new security assessments. The Drakari Chancellor privately admitted to her advisors, "We spent generations building our military supremacy. The humans did it in a day." Throughout the galaxy, the story spread. When Earth went quiet, the galaxy had shaken with terror. And the terror was justified, for humanity had not disappeared. They had transcended. The Sol system now stood as a testament to human innovation and determination. Every species that had considered humanity a temporary anomaly, a flash of potential that would burn out quickly, now understood the truth. Earth's silence hadn't been an extinction event. It had been a metamorphosis, and the galaxy would never look at humanity the same way again.